800-636-1067 on the Hadid Carpet Cleaning listener line. Wins a pair of tickets to see Rush on their R40 Live tour when it comes to Jiffy Lube Live on May 30th. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Go to livenation.com for more details. That's 800-636-1067. 10th caller wins the Rush tickets.
What am I doing right now?
You are pummeling a box of Papa John's wings.
So this is what I brought today for breakfast, right? So I got a banana.
You have a banana, okay.
I got a banana right here.
Well, why don't you just take what you brought for breakfast and throw it straight in the trash?
Got an apple, a nice big juicy apple.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure, you're gonna eat that.
I've got the mandarin oranges little fruit pack, whatever you call that.
Right.
All right. And I've got cinnamon applesauce. All
Right. It's all like kids' food.
Do you have anything that's not fruit?
Right.
What do you think I'm going to eat? The pizza from Papa John's or this?
I think you're going to eat the pizza first, and if you have any room left over, you might eat one bite of applesauce.
No, I'm just going to save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, but you're enjoying Papa John's. I want to thank them again for providing a nice early breakfast/lunch for the Junks. Thank
They
you.
brought us 4 pizzas, some wings, some cookies.
Thank you to Papa John's.
God, this is
Might
so
want to make
silly.
it part of your big game party this weekend.
Again.
Or Super Bowl. I think they're an NFL sponsor. I think I can put those two things together.
You know what? I weighed myself the other day. I think I weighed like 198.
Yeah.
And that's good for me. I just want to be under 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And in my heyday, though, your boy was tipping his scales over 230.
Yeah.
Okay? That's, though, when we were getting food.
Right.
All
On
the
a
time.
regular basis.
We used to get food every evening.
Yeah.
Shula's Steakhouse.
Right.
Let's go through who were the vendors that would come by. Literally, we had a weekly deal.
I believe it was Carrabba's.
Carrabba's would come down, like I said, Carrabba's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Shula's would come on like Friday.
I want to say we had chicken out one of those nights.
Yeah, you're probably
Chicken
right.
out would come. I mean, literally every night, full buffet of food outside the studio when we worked in the evening.
I mean, Lurch would even bring in Tupperware containers and sometimes would bring some of the food home.
Right. Be
All right,
embarrassed.
sometimes I did that too.
We're eating at 9, 10 o'clock at night.
And you guys are joning about taking shrimp.
Well, we were still young.
Yeah, we
Still
were.
new to the biz.
We were just
But
taking advantage of it.
Ever since we moved to mornings, and it's been a great move for us. The one downside is we don't get that regular catered food bit.
You know what? I was getting mocked yesterday at first when we were doing the really white trash discussion of what would you do if you won $40 million in the Powerball?
We were all going around the room.
We were doing that bit after the show.
Did you guys
both in the studio and out in the green room area?
Did
here.
you guys buy your tickets yesterday?
I bought 2 tickets yesterday, which, by the way, it really hurts when you buy Powerball tickets, which are $2 now.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Mega Millions still $1,
Yeah.
but Powerball $2 a piece.
Wow.
It hits you in the pocket.
Right.
Okay, so
cost you
anyway,
a whole $4.
so we're sitting around discussing, well, what would you do if you won $40 million? What's the first thing you would buy? I mean, it's the ultimate white trash discussion.
Do you know what Cake said?
And
Yes.
I said the first
I
thing
know
that I
exactly
would
what he
do.
said. I was there for the
and
conversation.
I wouldn't even think twice about it. I've got $40 million in my pocket after taxes because, of course, they take the lump sum.
Right.
I don't take the yearly payment. That's only for real idiots.
So it's net 40.
net $40 million
All right,
in
40
my
million
pocket.
cash, okay.
The first thing I
That would
do,
be so silly.
I would hire a personal chef.
It's the first thing you would do.
I would hire
So,
a
hold
personal
on.
chef who would do all of my grocery shopping and would prepare every single
So
meal.
he comes in and
Isn't that called a wife?
Well,
yeah, but I guarantee she can't cook like a personal chef.
Oh, my wife's a pretty good cook.
So the personal chef.
I mean, my wife's a good cook too, but she
would go to whoever he or she would go to the store,
Yeah.
buy all the groceries,
Right.
and then cook all the meals, and then you would just keep them frozen for whenever you wanted to cook.
Sure.
them.
Or you'd have them on demand.
And he or she would be on call.
He or
like
she,
if I needed him or her to whip something up, at my beck and call, personal
That
chef.
wouldn't be my first choice. It's a good thing to have, and I would want that accoutrement. But if I had to do one thing, and you wouldn't do it right away because you'd have to let it settle in and marinate, and you have to think about all your different options. And of course, you don't want to go busto.
Right.
I'd have to get a waterfront property somewhere.
Right.
I
That's
don't
a good
know where,
choice.
Of course.
but your
That's a
boy
no-brainer.
would have a waterfront retreat.
That's
Now-
a
now
no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Yes.
The funniest thing about the conversation, Valdez just brought this up, was we're doing this whole bit. We were like 8 people involved.
Everybody, the
okay?
whole station.
Everyone's getting sized.
Everybody's jumping in.
By the way,
Everybody's criticizing everybody else.
My personal chef would be the girl who looks like or is Burdich's girlfriend.
Right.
And she would walk around in a bikini.
right. I think
all
it's
over the house.
solid choice.
Right. I don't care what the food tastes like.
So while we're discussing what we would do with our newfound wealth,
Yes.
okay, and then we're criticizing each other for well, if you won it, how much would you give each person? And then
Right.
somebody said, well, I'd give each person 10 grand. And then somebody else said, no, I'd give them 25 grand. And then
Right.
everybody's just getting killed for and getting assailed for
Right.
not giving everybody else,
Yeah.
all the hangers on that didn't win, enough money, which, by the way, you don't have to give anybody anything.
Right.
So then we're discussing that, and then Pete Medhurst, Pete on Sports, comes in and comes in with some just random sports question. And
Oh, yeah, he killed the bit.
it was in danger of sidetracking the bit.
Yeah, Pete came in and is so nice about sports. He didn't care about dreaming about 40 million.
He asked like about some
Like 3-point
nondescript
percentages?
not some nondescript NBA player's son is playing like at Elon or something like that.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't that. It was
I can't
so
remember what
silly.
it was. Maybe Pete remembers. And everybody just head turned and looked at Pete like, what are you doing?
Because
you're
that's not a
killing the
fun
vibe."
conversation.
No, Pete just wanted the bit to be all about sports.
Dreaming about winning money and what you would do with it is a better conversation.
Oh,
Can't
way
remember what it was
better.
about, free throws or something.
Yeah.
And we were just looking at him. Can you believe what Pete's doing? Pete's killing the bit here. Everyone's in dreamland. Everyone's got their
He
pants
probably
on
asked,
ankles.
"Hey, did you guys see the highlight of the Albany Hartford game last
I'm
night?
fantasizing about.
Could you believe he took that shot with 6.6 seconds to
all
play?
I'm worried
I
about
quickly
is
recovered, though, by saying I would sponsor cakes at the World Series of Poker
yes,
if I
he
won
did.
that money.
That,
You
that was a
did.
good recovery.
You did say that. Do you
Yeah.
remember what you tried to derail the conversation with?
I can't remember.
Some sports.
Some
guy.
inane box score
it's
he was
always
looking
like
at.
some nubby fact.
I mean, I
It's
was
like women's lacrosse.
I was thinking about like what my personal chef is going to whip up for me, like for my omelet
Right.
next week. And Pete's talking about some Division II hoopster.
Talking
Yeah.
about Nimrod.
Nimrod Hilliard. Oh man, that's funny.
Jason,
Yes, sir.
would you be a little Rick, if you're being honest,
Uh-huh.
if Valdez, who you've done everything for,
Right. I mean, about he's literally breathing because of us. Right.
won $40 million or had $40 million to take home,
Right.
and he wrote you a check for $10,000 and said thanks for
It
everything?
would be it would be
Why-
cash and it wouldn't be a check.
You would be happy. You would be
Why would I-
overjoyed, Drab.
Why would I be a Rick? Would I expect more? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
No, of course not. I wouldn't expect anything.
I'm with you. But I did point out to them, if you prorated it out compared to like the Christmas bonuses, et cetera,
Mhm.
we're getting way hoard.
Well, you
On
give
its-
a lot more than I do on Christmas bonuses.
Not much. Not much.
Yeah, you do.
yeah, yeah, you do. Trust me.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
So,
So
believe
maybe-
me, I wouldn't even be thinking about Christmas bonuses. That's not going to be equal.
I promised
I'm just
everyone.
thinking about giving them my life.
I promised everyone in the room yesterday $1 million. Then Valdez said he would give me 10 grand.
Well,
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
no,
seriously.
You didn't say $1 million. And
By the
that's
way-
if you won the Mega Millions, which is like $250 million.
By the way, there's
That's
no way you
different
would.
than
There's no way you
40
would give a
million.
No way
million
would you
bucks.
give me $1 million, Jason $1 million, Cake's $1 million, your mom $1 million,
No,
your
I mean,
dad $1 million,
you
your
don't-
100 brothers and sisters $1
No,
million.
of course not.
You'd be out of money.
Yeah, you would,
Bodie gets 5.
then you would be featured on
Yeah.
that TV show that, you know, the lottery winner that squandered millions. It would be Matt Cahill.
No, I didn't say that, Rick. I said the 4 people that were in the room who were butt sized and doing a tribal dance shortly after that.
So you would give away $4 million.
He actually said we free rolled $1 million each if you hit it.
It was EB Cakes and like Brendan Darr.
Yeah, we got a
And you
mil.
only included Dar because he was within earshot of the conversation.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't think. I think if you actually sat down and thought about it, it's obviously easy to say now, but you wouldn't do it if you actually had the money.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be very generous with it.
Well, if you
I'm
were
not
I
telling
told
you
these
I would
guys.
not.
I told these guys. I'd take if I won 40, I'd take 20. I just came up with this number for some reason, 27 million, and I put it in the bank. And I would live off the interest for that. Right?
Right,
Would
but
never.
the 13 million you plow through.
Well, I'd be giving away some of it,
Yeah,
but yeah, I'd go to Vegas. I'd go to Pebble.
by the way,
I'd rent a private jet.
So you'd be done in like a week.
Yeah, I mean, if I could blow 13 million in a week, yeah, probably.
by the way, I told Ewad, I said if I won that kind of money, I'd still work, but I'd come in at like 5:48, and I proposed to Ewad that I would pay him 50 grand a year, all right, to come in and do my job at 4 o'clock.
Right.
And he said no way he wouldn't do it for an extra 50 grand a year.
Oh, another side note from
Well,
Jason.
that was the first mistake.
From Jason.
Agreeing to get up at 4:30 in
I
the
think-
morning after you won the lottery.
Jason said the first thing he would do is he would fire off an email to all of the bosses here at CBS Radio saying, I resign.
Yes. I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock if I win the lottery.
The getting
Although
up
I could
bit.
just build a studio in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
do it
just
from your bedroom.
come in whenever I want.
Yeah, you just
If I
you
felt like
telework.
if I
You'd be
felt
a
like
tele-
coming on the show
you'd
that
be
day,
a silly teleworker.
yeah, what I would do. But
So
I certainly
those are-
would. There's no chance I'd be coming here every
No,
single day.
Those are the sorts of conversations that break out here in this think
I think a
tank
lot-
Yeah, but
after the
those are
show is
fun,
over.
but
But I
those
think
are
a lot
fun.
of
Of course
people
they're fun.
do that, right? People at their office, they do that. They think about what they would do if they
Right.
won.
Until Pete on Sports wants to talk about bubble teams for the NCAA tournament.
He came in and completely killed the bit. Completely killed the bit with some inane
Yeah, but I
hoop
love
fact.
Pete.
Yeah, but that's the good mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah.
You definitely do.
Because that creates another conversation piece.
Right.
On sports.
All right, anyway, 800-636-1067 is the number. What would you do if you won $40 million?
All right,
That's our next question to you.
I think we have Jim Diopoulos.
Oh,
He's
we
going to
gotta
come
go
on.
on
We can
second.
carry that over into the 9 o'clock
All
hour
right.
because it is Open Line Thursday.
He was an NFL official for a long time and 12 years as the NFL supervisor of officials. We're going to ask him exactly what the process was when he was involved. Were they actually putting those pressure gauges in each time? All 48 balls, 24 on each side?
No,
Really?
those refs are
Am I
chilling.
supposed to believe
When
that?
did he retire?
Oh,
Do we
I
know
don't
that
It's got to
draft?
be within the last 5 years, I would think.
When
12
when
years
did
as a
JD
supervisor.
retire?
And then however many years he was. We'll give you
Well,
that
we can ask him.
when we come back. Don't go anywhere.